Welcome to Algorithmic Trading Series. Today is day 12 and today we are going to talk about one of the most important concepts that separates profitable traders from struggling traders, risk to reward ratio. If you master this one concept, you do not need to win every trade to make money. Yes, you heard that right. Most beginners believe they must win many trades to be profitable, but professional traders focus on something completely different. They focus on controlling losses and maximize profit when they win. Because trading is not about being right every time. It's about making sure your winners are bigger than losers. We are going to break this concept down step by step in the simplest way possible. Let's start with a simple question. What exactly is risk reward ratio? Risk reward ratio simply means how much money you are willing to risk to make a certain amount of profit. That's it. A simple idea but extremely powerful. Let me give you a very basic example. Suppose you take a trade and you are willing to lose 100 rupees. If the trade goes wrong, that 100 rupees is your risk. Now suppose your target, your profit is 300 rupees. That means you are risking 100 to make 300. So your risk reward ratio becomes 1:3, which means every 1 unit you risk, you aim to gain 3 units. This small mathematical relationship is what determines whether you survive in trading or slowly lose money. Now let's understand how this works on a real trading chart. Every trade has 3 important points: entry, stop loss and target. Your entry is where you enter the trade, your stop loss is where you accept loss if the trade goes wrong, and your target is where you take profit if the trade goes right. The distance between entry and stop loss is your risk. The distance between entry and target is your reward. Let's take a real example. Suppose you enter a trade at price 1000. You place your stop loss at 990. That means you are risking at 10 points. Now suppose your target is 1030. That means you are aiming to gain 30 points. So your risk is 10 and your reward is 30, which gives you a risk to reward ratio to 1:3. And setups like this are what professional traders look for. Not random trades, not emotional trades, but structured trades with calculated risk. Now here is the important part that changes everything. You do not need to win every trade to make money. Let me show you why. Imagine you take 10 trades. Out of 10 trades, you lose 5 trades. Each losing trades cost you 100 rupees. So total loss maximum becomes 500. Now let's look at your winning trades. You win the remaining 5 trades. Each winning trade gives you 300 rupees. So total profit becomes 1500 rupees. Now subtract your losses from it. 1500 minus 500, you still make 1000 rupees. Even though you only won half of your trades. This is called having a mathematical edge, not luck, not guessing, but numbers working in your favor. And this is exactly why professional traders always think in terms of risk to reward ratio, not just win. Now let's talk about common mistakes, because this is where many beginners fail. The first mistake is entering trades without calculating risk to reward ratio. They choose targets randomly or risk more than aim to earn. For example, risking 300 rupees to make only 100 rupees, that kind of trade slowly destroys your account, even if you win many times. Another common mistake is moving stop loss emotionally. Instead of accepting a small stop loss, traders increase their risk and break the logic of the trade. Professional traders do something very simple but very powerful. Before entering any trade, they check 3 things. Where is my stop loss? Where is my target? And what is my risk to reward ratio? If the ratio is not favorable, they skip the trade. And in algorithmic trading, this becomes a strict rule, not optional, but written into the system. In the coming lessons, we will take this concept, start converting it into algorithmic logic so your system can calculate risk automatically and protect your capital with discipline. So from today, before placing any trade, ask yourself one question. Is this trade worth the risk? If this video added value in your life, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends.